direct from outer space. It's Mary Farfisa's Outer Space Radio Theater.
What song does a star sing when it's all by itself? What sound does a comet make when it's flying around? And did you know that the sun enjoys playing the drums? And did you know that the moon has a favorite tune? Well, you might think that outer space is a quiet place, but there's a melody in all that astronomy. Well, I roam through galaxies looking for sounds that interest me. There's too many to mention if I just pay attention. Songs and sounds, music and noise can be as much fun as a box full of toys. Songs and sounds, music and noise, I'll catch them all with my lasso and bring them to you. I'm Mary Farfisa.
It's summertime in the inflatable forest. Summer's just begun. Mary Farfisa has been coming here every day to have some summer fun. Swimming, riding her bike, and playing volleyball with the gnomes. Let's see, where is Mary Farfisa today? Oh, there she is. She's lying on a little wooden raft in the middle of that pond. She's sipping a Balupa fruit cooler and reading a book. Or at least she was. It looks like she's fallen asleep in the warm sun as she floats. But look, there's a little red-haired fairy flying towards Mary. I wonder what she's up to.
Hey, someone's splashing me.
Wake up, Mary Farfisa. If you fall asleep in the hot sun, you'll wake up with a sunburn.
Oh, it's you, Pixie Mixela.
So it is.
I haven't seen you since spring.
I just thought I'd stop by and say hello.
How are you, Pixie Mixela?
Oh, I'm fine. It feels great to be blown back up again. And I like the summer. There's so much for us fairies to do in summer.
Like what?
Well, right now I'm heading up to the treetops to help get the fireflies ready for the summer nights.
What do you have to do?
We have to put fresh batteries in each firefly every year so they can stay lit up all season.
Oh, that is important.
Oh, it certainly is. And I seem to be running a bit late. So off I go then. See you later, Mary Farfisa. Enjoy the summer.
I will. Bye, Pixie Mixela.
After Pixie Mixela flew off, Mary looked around her. What she saw on the other side of the little pond surprised her. There was a girl, a very, very tall girl, standing at the edge of the water. She was taller than some of the trees. She was looking down and smiling at Mary. The little girl didn't seem very old. Mary would have guessed she was 8 or so. She was very slim, and she had beautiful brown skin and a big round face. Her hair was yellow and long, and it was braided into long wavy strands that stuck out in the air like the rays of a sun. She was wearing a colorful one-piece bathing suit and a pair of neon green flip-flops.
Who are you?
Asked Mary, although she had a pretty good guess who the girl was.
I'm Summer Tall. I'm the youngest of the Tall sisters. When it's summer, I'm the one who's in charge of the inflatable forest.
Summer Tall and her 3 sisters, Fall Tall, Winter Tall, and Spring Tall, were in charge of the seasons in the inflatable forest. Mary was glad they were there because in outer space, there aren't any seasons. Thanks to the Tall sisters, Mary got to trick-or-treat in fall, go ice skating in the winter, and run through the green grass in spring.
I'm Mary Farfisa. Pleased to meet you.
Are you having fun in the inflatable forest, Mary Farfisa?
Oh, yes. I've been swimming and reading under the shady trees and going to barbecues at the ogre's place and buying fruit at the fairies market and playing music under the stars with the leprechauns and riding my bike in the sun.
Oh, good. I think my season is the funnest of all.
Maybe. It is a lot of fun.
It is, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm having a lot of fun, too. I like being in charge of summer. Did you know my long golden hair is responsible for 98% of summer's heat in the inflatable forest?
It is? Wow.
I just love to feel all that heat beaming from around my head. And I like how refreshing it is to take a dip in the lake. That's how I cool off my hair, so night can happen.
Summer nights are the best. I camped out here once, and the breezes at night were so dreamy and sweet, and the crickets were singing.
I taught them to do that. Cricket, 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 cricket.
All the colors here are so bright and cheerful during your season, too.
I picked all those colors. Then I gave instructions to the fairies to paint everything in the inflatable forest to my exact specifications.
It's very pretty.
Don't you wish it could be summer all year long, Mary Farfisa?
Well, I think your sisters wouldn't like that very much.
Oh, them. I love my sisters, but don't you think fall's a little depressive? She withers everything up and makes all those colors I worked so hard on go all murky and dark. What's up with her? And winter, she's a little harsh. Don't you think? Who wants to shiver all the time and wear 10 layers of clothes just to go out for a walk? And spring, well, she's not bad, but don't you think her season is a little busy? Everything popping out everywhere all the time. You can relax in my season. You could take a dip in the pond, then drink some ice-cold lemonade.
And all of a sudden, there was a sparkling glass of ice-cold lemonade in Mary Farfisa's hand.
Hey, thanks, Summer Tall.
You're welcome. I have to go to the other side of the forest now, Mary. I'm glad you like my season so much.
I do. Bye, Summer Tall.
So summer went on, and one warm day turned to another, and it was a lot of fun. Mary didn't talk to Summer Tall again after that, but sometimes she'd see her sunny head above the trees. Mary visited the inflatable forest a lot, and she did all the fun things you can do in summer. But then...
Excuse me, narrator.
Oh, what is it, Mary Farfisa?
Do you know what my favoriteest thing to do in summer is?
No. What is your most favorite thing to do in summer?
I like going to the elves' summer campfires the best because we get to sing campfire songs.
I see.
Do you want to hear a campfire song?
Well, we really have to move along with the story, but, why not? I'd like to hear a summer campfire song. Wouldn't you like to hear one too, kids?
Yay!
On top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. Achoo! It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball rolled out of the door.
Time passed, And soon it was almost time for the seasons to change. Summer was nearly over. The fairies and all the other creatures living in the inflatable forest would have to get everything ready for the change. Then Briscoe would deflate the whole forest, and after a while, when the time was right, he'd blow it back up again, and it would be time for fall. Summer Tall's sister, Fall Tall, would be in charge of the forest. Mary Farfisa got very busy around this time, and she wasn't able to come to the inflatable forest so often. School would be starting again, and she had to get ready. And the chief listener had some jobs for her and Briscoe to do, and each one resulted in another crazy adventure. So Mary hadn't been to the inflatable forest for a while when, one night, just after she had gotten into bed, she heard a voice.
Hello? Hello, Mary Farfisa?
Who's that? Whose voice am I hearing?
Hello?
Oh, it sounds like Pixie Mixela.
Because it is Pixie Mixela. I'm calling from the inflatable forest.
But how are you calling me? You're not on my helmet radio.
Oh, I'm calling you on your pillow.
My pillow?
Oh, yes. We fairies used to sing children to sleep through their pillows. Long ago. We don't do it so much anymore, but the lines are still working.
So we're talking through my pillow.
Yes. Pretty cool, huh?
It is cool. But why are you calling me Pixie Mixela? Are you going to sing me to sleep?
Oh, no, Mary Farfisa. I'm calling to wake you up. There's trouble in the inflatable forest. We need your help.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
It's Summer Tall. She won't go. She wants it to be summer all year. So she won't let us shut the season so her sister Fall Tall can come back.
But she has to go. She shares the year with her 3 sisters, and they all get their turn. Then they make way for the next one.
Oh, well, Summer's having way too much fun. She won't let any of us fairies do what we have to do to close down the summer season. And until Fall Tall is back in the forest, we have to do what Summer says.
Briscoe can't deflate the forest until you've shut the current season down.
And unless it is shut down and reinflated after we've rested, Fall Tall can't return.
The first thing in the morning, Mary rode her space bike to the inflatable forest to see what she could do. Things were bad. It was just as Pixie Mixela had said. All the residents of the forest were very upset with Summer Tall. The forest animals said,
Summer was fun, but it's getting late. It's time for us to hibernate.
Even the pond was complaining.
Sunshine is groovy. I've gotten a lot, but enough is enough. My water's too hot.
And the fish said,
Help us, Mary Farfisa. We're turning into fish sticks.
the flowers complained.
We're tired of being bright and pretty.
Our cheeks hurt from smiling.
Yeah, we want to relax now and get faded and comfy and wilted and droopy.
It's not easy being beautiful every day, Mary Farfisa.
Mary Farfisa knew that something had to be done. So she spent the morning searching the inflatable forest until she found Summer Tall. Summer Tall looked different than the last time Mary saw her. She was a little wild-eyed, and she was talking to herself in a crazy, sing-songy voice.
It's summer all year. I'm summer, I'm here, and I won't go away. So it's summer every day.
Phew, Summer Tall's not going to like what I have to say at all. I know. Maybe it will be easier if I say it in a song.
Really, Mary Farfisa?
Sure, narrator.
So Mary walked up to the very tall little girl and sang.
Summer's over, you really should go. We've all enjoyed you being here, but it's time for you to, blow?
Summer's over, you say I should go, but you know what I say no. I say no, I won't blow, I won't leave the stage and let you go on with the show. I want to stay, I won't vacate, I won't come back another day, 'cause I refuse to go away. Get used to me, I'm not departing. You say my time is finished, but I say that it's just starting. I'm permanent, not temporary. If you try to make me leave, you only might make me turn quite scary. Get used to me, 'cause I won't go. You say I have to leave, but all I have to say is no.
And with that, Summer Tall turned and disappeared into the forest.
What's the matter, Mary? Didn't you have fun in the inflatable forest?
No, I didn't. Summer Tall refuses to leave the forest so Fall Tall can change the season. Summer wants to run the forest all year.
She can't do that. None of the tall sisters can be up the whole year. Guiding a season takes a lot of energy, and they need to rest when it's not their turn. You have to explain that to her.
But Summer is being completely unreasonable. She won't listen, and she's getting all hyper and doing crazy things.
Of course she is. She stayed up too long. It's just like, you know how when you drink too much soda and eat too many cookies some nights?
Yes.
And you get all hyped up and you can't go to sleep?
Yes.
And you start talking really fast and laughing too much?
Yes.
And playing your guitar too loud and bouncing off the walls?
Yes. Okay, I get it, Briscoe.
It's like that for Summer Tall. She needs to go to bed, Mary.
But how do I get her to do that? I just don't know what to do about Summer Tall.
Oh, it's late. Why don't you sleep on it? Something will come to you. It always does.
Okay.
So Mary Farfisa went upstairs to bed.
Hello. Hello, Mary Farfisa.
Someone's calling me on my pillow again. But it doesn't sound like Pixie Mixela.
Mary Farfisa, this is Spring Tall. Bloom, bloom, bloom.
Oh, Spring Tall. But how can you be calling me? It's summertime. Well, actually it's nearly fall, but your sister Summer won't leave, so fall can get here.
That's why I'm calling. Summer has to go. Bloom, bloom, bloom. I'd make her leave myself, but I can't wake up till it's my time to come out again. I can only rest and dream. And sometimes I can talk to people, but I can't make anything real happen in the forest till it's my season. That's why you have to do something.
I know that Summer has to go, Spring Tall, but I already tried talking to her, and she refuses to leave.
You have to make her leave.
How can I make her leave?
You have to deflate her, Mary. Summer has a little plug on her left ankle. If you pop the plug, she'll deflate.
You mean I have to take her out?
It's not like that, Mary. Bloom. If you deflate her, Summer will just go to sleep till it's her time again.
The next morning at breakfast,
Briscoe, Spring Tall says I have to pull Summer Tall's plug.
Do it. She has to go.
But she's not going to just let me pull her plug. I'm going to have to be sneaky.
So, you're sneaky.
I'm not sneaky.
Remember how you had me take off with Handyman Howe's jetpack so he couldn't catch up with Jane Sarah?
Yes.
Remember how you had us all hide in that bin of jelly beans so we could escape from Sticky Mickey?
Yes, but that was actually Witchway's idea.
Remember how you snuck that Ragnarvarch onto the movie set, even though you weren't supposed to?
Hey, that doesn't happen for 2 more episodes.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, you can be sneaky if you want to. Just remember, it's for a good cause.
Okay.
So Mary Farfisa rode her space bike to the inflatable forest to set things right.
Hi, Summer Tall.
Hi, Mary Farfisa. It's a beautiful summer day, isn't it?
It is.
You're not here to try to talk me into leaving the forest again, are you?
Oh, no. I've decided I like it being summer all year long here. But you don't look so good, Summer Tall.
I'm fine, Mary Farfisa. I haven't been awake this long before. Sometimes I get a little dizzy. That's all.
You're kinda sweaty, and your hair is all frizzy.
It's nothing. I just need to sit down for a Mickey dot. Phew. So, Mary, what are you going to do in the inflatable forest today?
I thought I'd go swimming. See, I brought a beach ball with me. It's a nice one, isn't it?
And Mary held up a brightly colored beach ball for the giant girl to see. But when she lifted it up, it slipped out of her hands, and it bounced on the grass and rolled a little ways, till it was sitting on the grass, right next to Summer Tall's left ankle.
Oops, I dropped my beach ball.
I'll roll it back to you.
Oh no, that's okay. You're sitting down. I'll get it.
What? You sneaky space girl! You pulled my plug!
I'm sorry, but I had to. The forest has to get ready for fall now. Everyone in the forest loves you, Summer Tall, but it can't be summer all year.
Sure it could have. I was just getting started.
You'll be back next season, after your sisters have had their turns.
Oh, I'm getting all saggy and wobbly, and my long, hot, fiery hair is cooling off. Look at what you've done to me, Mary Farfisa.
You're just deflating for a while. It'll be good for you. You need to rest up for next year, when it's your time again.
Oh, I'll rest up all right.
Great.
And when I come back, I'm going to be hotter and brighter than ever.
Okay.
And you better bring a lot of sunscreen next year, Mary Farfisa, because I'll be waiting for you.
You've been listening to Summer Won't Go, today's episode of Mary Farfisa's Outer Space Radio Theater, written and produced by Jim Sheff. You heard Kara Albach as Mary Farfisa, Nancy Andrews as the narrator, Leslie Baker as Pixie Mixela, Jim Sheff as Briscoe the Space Horse. And a big welcome to a new cast member, Andra Henderson, who did such a terrific job playing the part of Summer Tall today. Katie King as Spring Tall. And Miranda Marie as the wildlife of the inflatable forest.
Mary Farfisa and today's Mary Farfisa's Outer Space Radio Theater Adventure are copyright 2017 by Jim Sheff, all rights reserved.